Hi, so we're here with Hazel and we're in Hazel's Pixie Lair in Otahonga. Hazel's probably the biggest Alice fan that I know. What started you off with your love of Alice in Wonderland?
It was actually the art in Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland's one of those books that I read and my grandmother read me as a child, and I had my grandmother's copy, was the one that I read as a child, and it had Sir John Tenniel's illustrations in it. And you know, it was kind of, I started seeing other artists' interpretations of Alice in Wonderland, and it really fascinated me, so I started to collect Alice in Wonderland illustrated stories for the different interpretations. And then one of my favourite artists, Coyote Litterman, put out a couple of that she had done of the White Rabbit and also of the Cheshire Cat, and I was so taken by them I decided to have it illustrated on my body instead. So I did that, and then of course I met you, and
the rest is history.
And the rest is history. Oh,
so you've taken it a step further with Down the Rabbit Hole, which is an annual event. It started off in Hamilton and now has extended to Auckland.
It's kind of become a real collaboration to bring this event together of musicians and artists and everyone wanting to jump on board with this crazy idea that I had once too. It started as a birthday party actually, and I thought, you know what, I've got all these friends and bands, let's create a gig. And then I was like, it has to be Down the Rabbit Hole because, you know. Whoa. And then once I thought, well, it's got a theme now, I've got to bring that in. And a friend of mine said, I'm going to hire a photographer for your birthday. So she organised a photographer, and once I had a photographer, I had to set up a backdrop because that was more fun. And it kind of just went from there. It kind of just went from there, and more people jumped on board, loved the vision, and it's just grown. Next year we've already booked a bunch of stuff for next year, and it's already shaping up for a bigger show. I also, one thing that I really love about it is having so many local artists and providing that platform for local artists in art, in the installations we have, the decorations that we have, right down to different art forms, performers and the musicians. So
it literally is it's a whole experience rather than just a party.
And you know, being graphic designers and with Jessie being a web developer, we've kind of got the whole look encompassed, and it's just kind of growing, and more people are getting on board and wanting to be part of it, so it's pretty exciting.
Awesome. Well, I'd like to thank you for being part of the show, and a happy birthday, 150 years of Alice this year.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so we've got a little break to let the lidocaine spray work until we do the wire. So what's the idea behind the Alice in Wonderland thing?
I guess I've always liked Alice in Wonderland, and it's kind of like Down the Rabbit Hole, and nothing's always as it seems.
Kind of that bit of quirk of
something a little bit different.
Yeah. And so we've designed up a piece based on the Lost Fish kind of style art, and just done something a little bit away from the Disney style of Alice, so it's a little bit darker and a little bit more gothic-y, I suppose.
Yeah, a little bit darker, definitely.
Yeah. Which the story is a little bit darker, isn't
it? It is.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more true.
Yeah. Dodgy old Cheshire Cat. Cool.